Hey guys, Jeremy here with Simple Life. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're staying safe and healthy. These are pretty crazy times right now. I find myself a little bit too preoccupied with this whole situation. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe it's very important that we stay abreast of changes because there's so many changes happening so fast. You certainly can't just bury your head in the sand and expect it all to go away. I find, at least for myself, I think I'm thinking about it too much, constantly. Even though, like, my daily life for the most part hasn't changed, I'm still making knives in my garage. There's all that other free time. I literally have more time to myself than I've ever had in years. So one thing I'm gonna try and do, and I think this might work, I hope it does, and if not, it's gonna have a positive outcome either way. You know that list of to-dos that we have, the little tiny things to do around the house, around the shop, just the smallest stuff sometimes that we just don't do. I'm gonna make a list of those things and try and check one of them off per day. It could be something as simple as greasing a few of the hinges on some of the bathroom doors in our house. Like, they squeak when you open the door, like, Argh! That's gonna be one of my projects for the day. Little tiny things. Now, I think the benefit to doing something like that is, first of all, it's gonna distract you a little bit, a healthy distraction. Second of all, you're gonna actually do things that you've wanted to do and things that need to be done. But more importantly, maybe bigger, what I'm hoping for is that sense of greater accomplishment when you do something that you've put off for a long time. You know, say if you wanted to paint the shed for a couple of years and that finally you have that weekend where there's nothing else to do and you get it painted, that feeling that's like, oh man, why didn't I do this sooner? It feels so great. I think healthy doses of that would be really, really good right now. And again, we're not trying to live blind lives, but we're trying to be like, hey, what can we do in this situation? I think most of us are complying and we're doing what we should. We're staying home, we're trying not to infect those at high risk. Beyond that, there's a certain sense of helplessness that I at least feel, and I'm sure a lot of you identify with as well. So why don't we try and do something, I guess it sounds selfish, but let's do some stuff for ourselves. Let's fix up our homes, take care of little tasks and stuff like that. I'm gonna try and do one every day and film it, and it's gonna be some of the lamest content here on YouTube, but it's something. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna start with today. Here is my little case that I keep all my camera gear in, and sits under there when I'm not filming. And a couple months ago, probably 6 months ago, I bought these drawer slides. And the idea is to somehow mount these in here, probably with a piece of angle iron, and then make a platform, a little drawer that this would sit on. I don't want to permanently fasten this because I want to be able to take it and go, but I want to be able to just slide it out, open it up, get what I need, close it up, and just boom, slide it right back out of the way. It would give me this whole space. Like, I kind of like to keep sharpeners set up here. And so if this never ever had to come up here again, this would be a big deal for me. This would save a lot of room. Find out what the tap drill size is. 10, 24, number 25. Okay, that's cool. We could do that. Alright, so we've got our holes drilled and tapped for our slides to bolt into. That'd be these holes. And then I just randomly laid these out. These will be what we screw down into the boards. And the next thing I need to do is I had this piece of scrap wood. And this actually just happened to be the right size for this. But I need to cut some sides for it right here. And so I'm just going to rip a little bit of this. And then we'll glue it on, staple it in. Maybe we'll screw it in, I'm not sure. Basically bring a little edge up and then kind of just assemble everything. And then I still need to drill the holes in the bottom of that rail and screw whatever boards these little angle irons end up meeting on. I'll screw those into place. Alright, so we broke out the table saw. Not something you see very often on this channel. Look after your air tools. Now, I do think I'm going to put a couple screws in there, just for good measure. Alright, so with that all put together, now we're going to attach our slides. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some shims underneath this to lift it up. I don't know about you, but whenever I need to shim something, I always use 1/8 of an inch Nitro B stainless steel. I'm going to use these oval slots, and I'm going to try to do it more towards the top in case this thing sags a bit. I could actually lift it up within the same screw holes. And I think this should be fairly straightforward. Just going to put it on like that. I'm going to get a clamp. Okay, so that's cool. And I checked, I do have clearance for these under here, so they're not going to interfere at all. So it should just be a matter of popping this in. There's one. And I'm going to try to do it towards the top in case this thing sags a bit. I can actually lift it up in the same screw holes. Wait a minute, I want those at the bottom. Silly me. I should have done it at the bottom of the holes because that screw goes up. This one's at the top, so hopefully I don't need to adjust it. If not, I'll take this one out, lift it up, and re-screw it. But slide it out. Okay. Now, that's the front there, so we need to hit those screws in there. Well, I hope these are 1024 screws. I'm pretty sure they are. Whew, I think we got the right ones. Oh, phew, barely clears. Whew. Okay, so Next step, we will go ahead and take this whole thing. Yeah, I think we should have clearance there. I'm gonna mount it in there, figure out which of these boards it hits on, and then we'll drill up through the bottom here, screw those boards in place, and then screw the angle iron down. We're done. That is a good bit. What it was. Now we're gonna screw these suckers in. Oh, this part's gonna be hard. The other day I was snowboarding and I had so many freaking wipeouts. I feel like I broke my back. Pretty sure I did break my tailbone. There she goes. Oh, that hurt my butt. Oh, I felt that one. Yes, take out the flag. Wasn't fun. All right, I think one last step. Is going to be, I take one of these little scraps that I cut, put one there. That way I can just grab the handle and it'll all come out. Check that out. Love this. Oh, boom. Oh, yes. Just like that. Nice, I can see exactly what I have, what I need. Boom, grab everything. Charger, batteries, boom, 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 done. All right, guys, there we have it. We got a project done that I've wanted done for a long time, and that feels so good. The sense of satisfaction that I have right now, especially once I clean up all these tools, it's just gonna be so great. And I think this is gonna be a winner. This is gonna be my, well, when you say coping mechanism, you sound weak, but it's, in a sense, it's kind of true. I mean, you gotta be honest, this stuff that we're going through is kind of freaking me out. And I think the best thing you can do is acknowledge it. You know, prepare, but don't panic. And then you need to learn what's going on, but don't fixate on it. And I think that is gonna help out a lot. I strongly encourage you, give yourself the distraction and the satisfaction of getting little projects done around your house. And hey, start sharing it. Start sharing on Instagram, little things to be proud of. This isn't monumentous. This isn't my greatest build, my greatest anything. But you know what? This is something that I've been putting off. And if nothing else, let's use this whole situation where we're all locked down in our houses and they've taken away a bunch of parts, the trimmings of normal society. Let's get these things done. Let's make a little bit of progress so that when we all come out of this, man, we will be farther ahead than when it all started. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you stay safe. Remember, we are all in this thing together. Let's hang in there. Let's be there for each other, and we will get through it. Cheers. Now we gotta go clean up. Like table sawdust.